Hello kids, in this video we are going to learn a new lesson. Lesson number is 4 and the name is Animals, Food and Shelter. The lesson name is Animals, Food and Shelter. In this lesson we are going to learn about animals' food and their shelter. Animals' food and their shelter. On earth, different kinds of animals are there, and their food also different types are there, and their shelter also different types are there, different kinds are there. So in this video, in this lesson, we are going to learn animals and their futures as they living things. Animals and their futures as they living things. Food habits, shelter and momentum of animals. In this lesson, we are going to learn animals' food habits and their shelters and their momentum of animals. Okay, kids? See, it is the what, kids? It is the earth. Look here, on earth so many kinds of animals are there, living things are there. Yes or no? So, we are going to learn the animals and their food and their shelter and momentum of theirs animals. Okay, look here, all animals need air, food and water to live, grow, work and keep good health. Why do animals need a food? It is the question. All of you know, animals need food, air, water to live alive, to grow and to do work and keep good health. Yes or no? Animals need food to alive, to go to work and to keep the good health. They depend on plants and other animals for their food. Some animals depend on plants and some animals depend on animals. Different kinds of animals depend on different kinds of living things. Some animals eat and some animals eat other animals, and some animals eat plants produce things. Okay, so animals eat the raw roots, leaves and other parts of the plants. I told you now some animals eat plant produced things, means plant's root is the part of the plant, leaves, grains, fruits, vegetables and parts of the plants, it all produced by we get from plants. And some animals eat the raw flesh of the other animals. We cook most of our food. Other animals, we cook most of our food. And again some animals, they eat a raw flesh of other animals. Means they hunt the animals and they eat directly without cooking. They eat a raw flesh of the other animals. Do you know, kids? Plants are called the producer. Plants are called producers because they prepare their own food. Plants are prepare their own food by photosynthesis, and they store extra food in the form of roots, fruits. That one we are eating now, and that one they stored food. All animals eat. Animals are called the consumer. They eat the other living things such as plants and animals as food. Animals are called the consumers. Plants are producers and animals are consumers. Okay, because animals eat a prepared food. Other plants, they produce their own food and they will eat that one. But animals eat other prepared food, that one prepared from the plants. Understood, no? So it is called the plants are producer and the animals are consumers. Okay, let us learn more about animals. Let us learn about learn more about animals, their food habits and their shelter. Now we are going to learn animals' food habits and their shelter. Kinds of animals on the basis of their food. Here animals are divided on the basis of their food. Like all living things, animals to need food for energy and overall growth. Animals, like all living things, need food for overall grow and get energy to do work. Animals can be classified as a herbivorous. Animals can be classified as a herbivorous, grass eating animals and animals, herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animal means flesh eating animals. Those that feed on the both plant and animals are called omnivorous animals. Animals are classified into herbivorous animal, carnivorous animals and omnivorous. Those animals eat grass, they are called the herbivorous animals. And those animals are eat the flesh of the other animals, they are called the carnivorous animals. And those animals that eat both plants and flesh of the other animals are called omnivorous animals. The food that eat determines the shape of their mouth, jaws and even their teeth. The food that one animals eat that determines the shape of their mouth, jaws and even their teeth. Because they should tear that one, they chew that one, they eat. Understood, no? So the food that determines the shape of their mouth, jaws, even their teeth. Animals are classified on the basis of their natural food habits. Here we are going to see the animals that is divided into on their basis of the food habits. Herbivorous animals. All of you know now only herbivorous animals. Those are eat only grass. They are eat only plants. They are called the herbivorous animals. Animals that eat plants or grass are called the herbivorous animals or herbivores. Animals that eat plants or grass are called the herbivorous animals or herbivores. For example, cows, horses, goats, sheep, rabbits, etc. are some herbivorous animals. Some herbivorous animals or herbivores have flat teeth which help them in grinding the food. Animals that eat plants or grass are called herbivores. For example, cow, horse, rabbit, etc. And their teeth are and the animal's teeth determines the shape of their mouth and the jaws, even their teeth. The food that animals eat determines the shape of their mouth, jaws and even their teeth. Okay, look here kids. In this one picture, some herbivorous animals or herbivores have flat teeth which help them in grinding the food. This one, herbivorous animals have flat teeth because of to grind the food. Whatever they eat, grass, it may be other leaf of the plants, it should be grind. Yes or no? They could not eat directly. They do not gulp directly. They should make a small pieces. They make them grind. So they have flat teeth which help them in grinding the food. Okay. Next we'll see the carnivorous animals. Some animals hunt other animals for food and feed on their flesh. These animals are called carnivorous animals. Some animals hunt other animals and feed on their flesh. Means they hunt the other animals to eat, to feed. For example, lion, tiger, cheetah. They eat only flesh of the other animals. Understood? Many wild animals are carnivorous animals. Many wild animals are carnivorous animals. Now we are going to see the shape of their teeth. Carnivorous animals have long and sharp pointed teeth called canine. Carnivorous animals have long, sharp, pointed teeth. They are called canine. Canine help them to tear the flesh of their prey. This one canine teeth help them to tear whatever they hunt. No, the fish should be. Carnivores have long, sharp, and pointed teeth called canine. Carnivores have long, sharp, and pointed teeth to tear a flesh of the animals. Canines help them to tear the flesh of their prey. They then use their grinding teeth to chew the raw meat and bones. The grinding teeth help them to chew the raw meat and bones. Tigers and cat also have a rough tongue which help to lick off flesh attached to the bones of the prey. Tigers and cats have rough tongue which helps to lick off flesh attached to the bones of the prey. Understood, no kids? The carnivorous animals have long, sharp, pointed teeth to tear the flesh of the animals and flat teeth to chew the raw meat and bones. Okay, and tigers and cats have rough tongue which helps to lick off flesh attached to the bones of the prey. Okay, next see omnivorous animals. Animals that eat both plants and plant and other animals are called the omnivorous animal. Animals that eat both plants and the other animals are called omnivorous animals or omnivores. Next see omnivorous animals. Animals that eat both plant and other animals are called omnivorous animals or omnivorous. Animals eat both plants and other animals. They are called the omnivorous or omnivorous animals. For example, bear, crow, monkey, rat and man are omnivorous. Look here. Bear, man and rat, crow, they are an example for omnivorous. They eat both plants and other animals. They are called omnivorous. Okay. Next, scavengers. Come on, we'll see what is a scavengers. Animals that feed on dead animals are called the scavengers. Animals that eat dead animals, that eat on dead animals are called the scavengers. Example, hyena and jackal. Example for scavenger, hyena and jackal. Animals that feed or that eat on dead animals are called the scavengers. For example, hyena, jackal are the scavengers. Scavengers rarely hunt for themselves. They feed on leftover of the dead animals hunted by the others. Animals that feed on dead animals means scavengers rarely hunt. They do not hunt for food themselves. They do not hunt for food themselves. They eat. They eat on leftover the dead animals. For example, tiger hunt the animals for food. After eating the tiger, whatever remain after eating the tiger, after eating the lion, whatever remain in their dead body, that one eat the hyena. That one eaten by the hyena jackal. Scavengers rarely hunt the animals for themselves. Understood, no? So they are called the scavengers that feed on dead animals. They do not hunt for themselves. They eat whatever left over of dead animals hunted by the other animals. Okay? Okay. Next, do you know, kids? Some animals like cows, buffaloes, and camels bite off grass and tender plants and swallow it immediately without even chewing. Later, they bring up a little bite of this food from their stomach into their mouth and chew it. This is called the chewing the cud or rumination. Kids, cow, buffaloes, and camels bite off a grass and tender and they swallow it immediately. They bite and swallow it immediately without even chewing it. They swallow it immediately after. In resting time, they bring up it little bite of this food. Whatever whatever they bite no, swallow no, immediately they bring up little bite of this one food and they from their stomach into their mouth and chew it. That process, that one is called the chewing the cud. That is called the chewing the cud or rumination. Understood now? Next, think. Man is distinctly different yet quite similar to the other animals living on this earth. It is the thinking is there. Man is distinctly different yet quite similar to the other animals on this one earth. Yes, man is very different from the other animals. Those are living on this earth. Yes or no, kids? Yeah. Nature. Nature has gifted all animals special body part of to the help them catch and eat their food. Nature has gifted all animals special body parts to help them catch and eat their food. Animals like frogs, snakes, and chameleon have a very long and sticky tongue which they use to catch insects from far. Chameleons, frogs have long sticky tongue to catch their